If you sometimes get so angry that you end up feeling ashamed and guilty, or if you sometimes shut down so completely that you end up feeling disconnected and lonely, let's talk about how you can expand your capacity to hold emotional intensity and not get swept away in the moment. Each of us has a threshold for emotional intensity, and once it's crossed, we don't get to choose our response the way we think we do. Something faster and older and automatic takes over. There's a moment you know well, your partner's face or voice does that thing, and then something in you just slams the door. That's it, you're checked out. Or maybe your face goes hot, you leave your body, you start yelling words that come out faster than you can catch them, and 20 minutes later you genuinely don't remember what you even said. What happens in that moment has nothing to do with who's right or wrong. It's got everything to do with how much your nervous system can hold before it makes the decision for you. A little metaphor. We've been having issues with our solar panels overloading the cable and the circuit breaker in the house. Every time there's an energy spike, we lose power completely because the thing flips. Any house can only pull in so much current before the breaker trips, because that's exactly what it's built to do at a certain load to avoid catastrophic failure or like a fire or something. Your nervous system runs on the same logic. There's a range where you can stay present, curious, even a little uncomfortable, and still function. Therapists call that your window of tolerance. I think Dan Siegel might have coined the term. I learned about it in my embodied intimacy certification from Kai Cheng Tom. And here is basically what that looks like. Above the window of tolerance is a state of hyperarousal, which means you're mobilized with more energy. Your heart rate is up, muscles are tense, body gets ready to act. When it's safe, that's energy, playfulness, and motivation. And when it's not, that's the fight or flight most of us know by feel when we are stressed or defensive and ready to escalate. Below your window of tolerance is what we call hypoarousal, where you're more immobilized. Your heart rate drops, muscle tone drops, energy drops. And when that's safe, that can look like rest or the dreamy quiet that you get lying next to someone. And when it's not, it looks like shutting down, going flat, getting bored, and eventually checking out. And this might be known as a freeze or fawn response. And yeah, the states aren't fixed categories, they blend, and they also depend on multiple factors like how you slept, how well you're hydrated, who you're with, etc. Now, attention, please. What I want you to hear for the next time you fight is that neither the shutdown nor the blow up is a character flaw or makes you a bad partner. It's your house flipping the switch, deciding you've got more coming in than you can metabolize right now, and that's it. That's information. If you've been having a lot of these moments and you want to change something about it, keep watching. As always, knowing the theory doesn't stop it from happening, so let's talk about what it actually feels like from the inside and how to catch it earlier. You've heard me talk about internal family systems before. It's a model I really like to illustrate what's happening inside the psyche. So in IFS language, what's happening in that flip switch moment is a protector or a firefighter part is taking the wheel and driving your nervous system. It's not you exactly, it's a part of you doing what it learned to do a long time ago to keep you safe. The tricky part is that when a protector or firefighter takes over, you're not watching it happen, you become blended with it. It feels like your own voice, your own certainty, your own rage, your own flatness, but you're speaking or fighting from that part because it has taken over. The skill we're going to practice this month is learning to speak for that part instead, which means noticing when it's active, gaining a little distance before you become totally blended with it. For some people that shows up as body signals first. Jaws clench, chest gets tight, stomach flips, a specific kind of heat or a specific kind of cold. And for other people, especially if you lean more thinking and intuiting than sensing and feeling, the signal might not be physical at all. It might be a thought pattern, looping, going blank, or you're suddenly very committed to being right about something small, or you're forgetting things that are important. Neither channel is more advanced than the other. You just need to know which is yours. Once you catch it, even if it's a few seconds in or in the middle of a sentence, you become aware of it. There's a move available that most people don't know exists in real time. And in IFS and IFIO, intimacy from the inside out, we call that the U-turn. A U-turn does what it says on the box. You're not dissociating from the conversation. You're not yelling your way through it. It's a change of direction, slowing down long enough to ask what's actually happening inside you, what took over and why. It's not berating yourself like, why am I like this? But more like checking in with a worried friend. What's this part afraid would happen if you stayed soft right now? That question alone tends to loosen the grip a little and adds a little spaciousness so you can find your way back to that window of tolerance. This month's exercise has 2 parts. First, take a journaling or otherwise quiet moment to figure out your own protective signature. What does that switch flipping feel like in your body or sound like in your head in the 30 seconds before you're all the way gone? Get specific. Both or all of you in the relationship should do this for yourselves, thinking back to your last big or medium fight. And then second part is think yourself back into that fight moment, and the instance you notice your signature showing up, say something out loud, even if it feels awkward. Something like, oh, I think I'm getting hijacked. Let me just check in what's going on. Or, oh, I just noticed my throat closing up completely. Let me slow down and figure this out. Then take the pause you just bought yourself and actually use it to do that U-turn. What is happening inside yourself? What part is showing up? What is it protecting? How is it trying to be helpful? This is not about shutting that part out or telling it to shut up because you have, important things to say. It's understanding what it is trying to do. And then if you ask that part to explain its position, you can speak for it, not from it, right? So you'll probably feel ridiculous the first few times. That's fine. Ridiculous and regulated beats flipped and hijacked anytime. And P.S. little bonus insight. Notice how you were feeling the same or similar thing even though you're just role-playing it or imagining it or remembering it. This is you constructing your own emotions. Nobody else is making you feel this way. It's all in you, which means you can change it too if you want. And if you want to learn more about the theory of constructed emotions, I wrote a blog post about that, and I'm going to link that below. This video is a part of a year-long series on building relational intelligence and capacity. If you're new here, the workbook for all 12 months is linked below. Starting from January is going to give you all the exercises. This particular skill, catching the hijack before it catches you, is one of the harder ones to build alone, not gonna lie. It's probably gonna take some time as well, mostly because by definition, you're least able to notice it exactly when you need it to. And that's a lot of what one-on-one work would be for. So if this is a pattern you recognize that you would like to work on with me, you can book a session directly through my website, and that link is below as well. Now, I realized when I wrote this video that I gave you the wrong heads up in the last video, so I double checked the curriculum and can tell you that next month, September, we'll be talking about holding multiple perspectives. And if you enjoyed this video, you're gonna like this next one as well. I'll see you there.